You have to excuse the lights and the banging. I do have someone who's jumping on the floor, but it is what it is. I've raised kids myself, so I know what that's like. So I have to make some more clove mouthwash. So I've got my cloves, which is running out, and I had to refill my clove mouthwash for the bathroom. So I use it every morning and every night before I go to bed. However, I took everything from inside here and I poured it into a pot. And I added a little bit of water and I added maybe a handful of cloves. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it to a boil. And I do the same routine. I let it cool down and then I pour it, cloves and all, into here. And then I put it once again in the bottom of my fridge. However, today I've put the cloves in with what was left in here, the remnants. And they're very mushy, but the inside core of the clove, when it gets mushy, that inside core has got the healthiest antimicrobial qualities, or whatever, however you would say that. You know, the inside is where the healthy things are. And so when it turns to mush, I actually leave it in and let it break down even further. So I'm going to put black pepper in there because black pepper will help your body to open up and absorb the nutrients and the benefits of the clove water. So I have got two things that I'm going to add to it. I'm going to add cinnamon and I'm going to add black pepper, both from the dollar store. It is what it is. And I'm finding that lately I'm really shocked because I never, ever, ever get a cold. Never get a cold. And, you know, I don't think I have a cold now, but what I've been finding is the weather has been on the cool side. And I find that when I go outside and I'm walking and then I go, sorry, my lights are just messy today, and I go inside a store, right? If I'm walking and then I go into a store to get something, I find that my nose starts to run, which is unusual for me. I never, ever get sick. I never catch it. So I'm going to put a lot of black pepper in this one. Give it a little bit of a stir with the back end of the fork. And then I'm going to add some cinnamon. Now, cinnamon is not only to give it a good smell and take a little bit of that bite off the taste, but it also is anti-inflammatory. So I'm going to. Oh, it smells good. I want to show you what it looks like when the cloves break down. They get mushy. So I want to show you what that looks like. I've been using cloves for toothaches and oral mouth infections for years, if not centuries. It's always been a staple with someone who knows their homesteading. So this is a good thing. So I'm going to leave it, and then I am going to. I have to put it in a jar. So I think I'm going to put it in. I think I've got more, so I'm going to put in one of these jars because this one was like full right to the rim. So we'll see. And I always keep it labeled. I keep it labeled, yeah. So I'm going to show you once again that yes, I do use it. And it is, it is really, I can't make this up. I'm not making this up. Like, you can't make it up, okay? It truly, truly works. I had really bad receding gums at the top. It was starting to get really, really bad. Since I started using this every day and every night, the top teeth are starting to look a lot better. The bottom ones are pretty well fried. So I more than likely will lose all these front teeth. Now, I could just cry. I have never had a cavity. I have never been a sugar eater. I have never been a chocolate bar eater, a Pepsi drinker. I have taken good care of my teeth, and it was one of the things that I was adamant about it. And lo and behold, look at what happened. And I'm almost absolutely positive it's because of that amalgamate filling, which is, by the way, still in there. If I had the option to pull it myself, I would get out the pliers and I would yank that baby right out, trust me. And if I can save the money, which I doubt it, but if I could, if I won the lottery, that's the first place I go, is to a dentist and say, take that tooth out. My body needs to be detoxed. And so I did use all the Corella I had. Corella will literally get rid of the heavy metals in your body, and amalgamate filling is full of mercury. I don't even know why they allowed that to be done. I have no idea. Because they knew about that years ago. They knew that it was a dangerous thing, and they still utilized it. You would think in the military, I'm ex-military, that's where it was done. I should never have started going to the dentist in the military. I had beautiful teeth back in the day. Beautiful, strong, very thick teeth. My teeth are thin. You can see through them. I've got a space in the bottom of my teeth that I've never had one space in between my teeth. You couldn't even put, what is that called, those little threads? I couldn't even put those in between my teeth. My teeth were that tight. Yeah. And now I can take a piece of newspaper and yank and put it in between my teeth. You know what I'm saying? But this truly, truly works. I can't sing the praises any more than I am. The clove water has been working for me. I do it every morning and every single night. And it doesn't take a lot. Just a tiny little bit in your mouth, and you kind of swish it between your teeth. You don't gargle, you swish it, and you get it in between your teeth and on your gums. And it truly, truly has eased the problems that I'm having with the gingivitis. So, you know, when I think about it, I almost want to cry. I almost want to cry when I look at my life and I see, because of stupid choices that I've made, starting to smoke to begin with, that was a big one, right? And then I let myself get overweight. I didn't focus on the diet. I drank. I ate a lot of greasy foods. I had a high stress life, and you know, I thought I was thriving. I made a lot of bad choices, bad choices, and now I'm suffering the consequences. I am trying to come back, to battle my way back from an illness, and I am going to do it. Come hell or high water, I am going to win this battle, I swear. So let's get on this mouthwash. Just a little bit, that's all it takes. I don't know how to show you when the light's this bad. Like, I don't know. Anyway, I get it in between my teeth, and when I'm done, I can literally feel it tingling. It feels really, really good, and my teeth are like, you know, an element lighter. They're whiter, okay? And I'm able to keep that. Now, I have to be very careful with my teeth brushing. I use a very soft toothbrush. I use an electric toothbrush, which is a rotating vibration, and what that does is it actually massages the teeth and the gums, and that's what the problem is, right? So I am trying to battle this. I'm battling it from the inside out if I have to, but I am going to battle it. I am going to win this battle one way or the other, or else I'm going to buy a pair of pliers. So anyway, just joking. So it has boiled. I'm going to continue to boil it for about another 10 minutes, and then I will pour it into a big jar. And then it'll sit in the fridge, and the bottom of the fridge until I need it again. So I have to keep at least a half a bottle of the clove water in the bathroom for my care in the morning and at night. And yeah, that's what I do. And I make this clove water. I think this lasts me. This amount will last me 3 or 4 days. 3 3 or 4 days, so that's a good thing. And you know, if you have a toothache, here's another thing you can do for a toothache. Okay, you take the clove, the little bud at the very end, and you put that down into your tooth. Wherever the toothache is, you put it down into your tooth, and it will literally numb that area. So if you have problems with your teeth, I haven't had that problem yet at all. I don't have pain with my teeth, but I'm sure as my disease continues, I'm sure that I will have to deal with that. So I'm praying, you know, I'm hoping that I can win this journey or this battle. I hope I can win it, but I think eventually over time I'm going to have that operation to have the bottom gum pulled up. My teeth are not rotten. I still don't have any cavities. I have no decay at all. I do have one amalgam filling still, but I have no decay. This is strictly, I think, from, I personally think it's from the amalgam filling. And, you know, unless somebody can prove me otherwise, I'm going to continue to think that until the day that I cross from this good earth. So I'm going to finish boiling this. I'm going to cool it down, and then I'm going to put it in my jar, and I will show you that when I'm complete. And, you know, if you do have problems with gingivitis, if you have problems with halitosis, if you have problems with, you know, painful gums or pain in your teeth, okay, this truly works. Truly. There's no better way than to try it instead of pointing a finger and saying, oh, that doesn't work. Don't be telling me that. That's not true. That's misinformation. No, it's not. No, it's not. It would be misinformation if I wasn't showing you that I was doing it. If I was just saying, oh, I heard that, you know, you can do this. Well, I don't say secondhand use. I try it out. And if it works, I continue to use it. And that is what I'm doing. So I shall see you shortly. So when it's done boiling, I will put it in the jar, and I will show you the process that I use to infuse the cloves into the water with the pepper and the cinnamon. And, you know, and then I just bottle it and I put it in the fridge. It's as simple as that. I mean, you know, it's a lot better than going and buying something that has a preservative in it to give it longer shelf life, or something that has very strong chemicals in it that will, yeah, sure, it'll stimulate your gums, but it also will burn them eventually over time. So this is my decision to do this, and this is my holistic way of doing things, and I am going to heal my way, because this is my body and my choice. I shall see you on the next video. The good Lord below. Bye. So what I do is I actually mash them. I mash to get all the good, I think it's pronounced eugenol, out of the cloves. So I mash them up, and then I literally just mix it with the water. You see the sludge in the bottom of that? Well, I save that, and I put it in the jar. When I'm soaking them in the fridge, I actually put that all together. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take this. This is the water, and I'm going to put it into my mason jar. So this is the cloves, and what happens is they kind of fall apart. They kind of fall apart. But what I do is I'm going to keep these, and I'm going to put them back into my clove oil jar. I'm going to put the remnants from the water that was boiling in them, where they were infused into the water. I'm going to take these, and I'm going to put these back in the container, and this is the clove water that I will use to make my mouthwash. Now what I can do is I can actually take and use this pure, or I can dilute it. Now I haven't been diluting it. I've been using it pure strength like this, and it is working the best. But after I take it out of here, I filter it. First I mash it. Okay, I mash them, and then I add a little bit of water to it, and then I will put it in the clove oil bottle, and I will put it in the fridge.